That boy who used to spend days in the garage with only his imagination and a couple hand tools has gotten lost in the grind of the real world. I think it's time we find him. Today's woodworking project jumped the list. It's not a bad thing. I saw it and I had to build it, or at least give it a try. All you need is a 1x5, about 48 inches. I'm going to use an old pallet stringer though, because I'm a glutton for punishment and I love to recycle when I can, and well, I'm cheap. It is by definition quick and easy, and regarding the actual build portion, I really only have one concern, one little nag in the back of my mind, but the finish? Now, that's something I've never done before, and it'll take this piece to another level, assuming we pull it off. I don't think it's particularly hard, just something you don't see often, and probably something you've never even considered doing. Done wrong, it'll look cheap. Done right, statement piece. That simple. Alright, the plans are in the description. Hit that like and subscribe if you haven't already, and let's head out to the miter saw. As far as the layout, I try and work my way around the holes. But if not, I'm not worried. Durham's rock hard putty will work, and since we're only distress staining, it'll work just fine. We need 2 at 12 inches, from long point to long point, 45-degree bevel. 2 at 5 1/4 with same 45 degrees. Then a 10.5 with no bevel. And shocker, it's a box-like thing. I did say simple in the beginning, but wait for the finish. Either we'll love it or I'll be embarrassed I even tried it. Either way, you're going to see it. That's just the way I roll. But then I remember I might have something already ripped from a 2x4. And it might work. So I raid my mess of a pile. The horse trailer is gone so I can get to it. And I think this will work perfectly. And honestly, it's about 5/8 inch thick. And I think I like that better than the original 1/4 inch I was going to go with. And because it's a 2x4, it'll be dropped down even a little bit. And I think I'm liking that. Glue up. Tried and true old blue. Some tape, some glue, and roll it up. And this time it goes better than most for me. There is a reason I did miters, by the way. When we apply the final layers of finish, it'll make so much more sense. While I'm going old looking here, I'm not going rustic per se. In fact, I'm hoping for a little bit of elegance when I'm finished. I pull out my square clamp. Yes, first time I've ever used it. Since I got it 20 some years ago. What was lost has been found. But I still haven't found what I'm looking for. That lime green hexagon jig from my miter saw, it's been at least 8 months now. Gone. Lime green, how do you miss it? I used my 1, 2, 3 block to check for square, and we're golden, although not the golden ratio. I tend to like my boxes by look and feel instead of rules. I sand up my little divider. Now the one I saw had 2 of them, but I think the compartments are too small for what I want, so we'll just go with 1. Heavy round over on the top. Then back to the box. I glue and shoot the bottom in. A couple of pin nails to hold it in place. No one will even see the holes. I don't know if you can tell, I recessed the bottom up just a touch, 1/16 of an inch, giving it a little more refined look so it's just enough to look intentional but not enough to detract from it. Then glue in pin nails again for the divider. I know, I probably have half of you screaming, no! But sorry, I'm not splitting in half. I'm going a little asymmetrical, a little off center. As that dries, I want to take a minute to thank Soliom for sponsoring today's video. These solar cameras are amazing. I couldn't be any more pleased. Quick and easy setup. A click here, a click there, and screw it to the post. And you work it all through the app, live stream, and the cameras work in tandem, covering one zone, tracking into the next. Human tracking, spotlight, microphone, intercom. Yeah, get off my porch! You can adjust the sensitivity, the distance, the range. Don't want to miss a delivery, but you're in the shop, machine shaking the sound barrier. Again, notification goes off. A slight buzz or vibration, just enough to alert you, but not enough to send you flinching into a blade. Delivery received. I can keep track of the horses in the field, check on the dreaded porch pirates, or the furry cat coming for a visit. Buy it, keep it, use it, no hidden fees, no monthly service plan. That's huge. Local storage. I couldn't be any more pleased and could spend easily 10 more minutes going through all the bells and whistles, but my glue is dry. Durham's Rock Hard Putty. If you've never used it, it's wood putty, but you mix it as you need it. So it never goes bad. Heavier, thicker, thinner, whatever you want. It dries great. Sands like a dream. Paint right over it. No one will ever know. I just fill the outside holes, but I leave the inside as is. I really want that little bit of rustic showing. Then we sand, yes. Nice and smooth, slight, very slight round over on the edges. I want them crisp, not heavily worn down. Love the crate? Build your own. I think it was $2 a crate, and I need to make more of them. First layer of the finish goes down, and it's a bit rustic. Stain, paint, a glob of browns and blacks. The messier the better. Don't mix it too much. Variety is amazing when it dries with that aged appearance we're going for. Even though you'll only see the top edges when done. At least I think. Especially after you load the compartments up inside. Don't worry, this is just the first step. It ain't going to be brown when we're done. So, I've never done this next stage before. I've done reverse printing with Mod Podge. But this time, I'm going decoupage, but my way. The cheap way, the wrong way. I have printed my floral botanical designs for all four sides on regular inkjet paper with regular inkjet. Each piece also has some faux wood grain and distressing added into it. The idea is we coat the wood with Mod Podge, which is a watered down white glue basically. Then with a credit card light tool, remove all the wrinkles. I'm using one of my dowel size thingies. Go slow. Now, this morning did not go as planned. My wide mouth printer colors were way off. And then I only had cardstock and legal size anyways. So I had to switch printers and I could only do letter. So I have to do 2 pieces on each side. A split. I'm not sure how it's going to work. I'm sure it will show for those detailed eyes. But it's what I got right now. I sand the edges down just a little to smooth them out. And now the idea is we want to brown up some matte Mod Podge for the edges. Try to give a brown faded look, blending into the brown top. No, that's not... Ugh. Be happy it's a voiceover here. I was freaking out at this point. It was way too dark, way too sharp of a contrast. It looked pretty much just like I did. I painted a stripe. I tried to smooth it out, feather it in, but now that beautiful beige is brown. I corrected a little bit on one of the smaller sides, but it's still too dark. I'm not liking it. Then on a whim, I say screw it, just straight Mod Podge. I don't have the artistic ability today to do the edges the way I really want. I'll have to face those another day, another project. And here we are. I put some little feet on the corners. I think they're just a touch too small, but there is a link in the description if you want them. And a couple handles on the edges. I picked these up at Hobby Lobby. Just a reminder, they tend to rotate their sales every other week. So if it's full price the week you go back the next week. It's generally 50% off. And I love it. Next time, I will not go brown on the sides. I think the brown darkened the whole look of the piece underneath it once I hit it with the Mod. But overall, for my first decoupage, yeah, I love it. And I'll be doing it again for sure. How about you? As always, thank you for watching and choosing to spend 15 minutes building with me. Until the next time.